The Hawthorne effect is the process where human subjects of an experiment change their behavior simply because they are being observed. The Hawthorne experiments is one of the most famous series of studies in social science and has played a huge role in social and industrial psychology. The Hawthorne effect got its name from the factory where the study took place, the Hawthorne Western Electric Company in Chicago. In 1927, a research team from Harvard Business School led by George Elton Mayo and Fred Roethlisberger took over the studies. The Hawthorne Works had commissioned a 9-year study to see if their workers would become more productive in higher or lower levels of life. Other changes, such as maintaining cleaning workstations, clearing floors of obstacles, and even relocating workstations, resulted in increased productivity for short periods. Individuals improve an aspect of their behavior in response to their awareness of being observed. The hypothesis. The hypothesis of the National Research Council was that if illumination is increased, then worker productivity will increase. Mayo's hypothesis was that if work environment is improved, then worker productivity will increase. A method of research. The Hawthorne experiments consisted of 3 very known tests: the illumination test, relay assembly test, and bank wiring observation group. The experiments were designed to measure the effects of physical conditions on productivity. The illumination test, it measured the effects of light intensity on workers' output. In order to measure this effect, the workers were divided into 2 groups. In the experimental group, the lighting in the work area was improved dramatically. In the control group, the lighting remained the same, which was dimmed lighting. The researchers found out that the output and the productivity of the experimental group is increased much more than that of the control group. The relay assembly test room studies. The longest Hawthorne experiment in a separate test room, an operator prepared parts for 5 women to assemble. The number of holes made by each person revealed the production rate for each worker. Researchers were unsure if productivity increased in this experiment because of the introduction of rest periods, shorter working hours, wage incentives, the dynamics of a smaller group, or the special attention women received. Bank wiring. Hourly wage for each worker was fixed on the basis of average output of each worker. The theory was if highly efficient workers would place pressure on low-efficiency workers and productivity would increase. The purpose of bank wiring tests was to observe and study social relationships and social structures within a group. The illumination test results. Results showed that there is a positive correlation between high intensity of light and increased work or output production. When the intensity of the light increases, so does the output and productivity of the worker. The relay assembly results. Over the years, productivity in the relay assembly test room rose significantly. The team became more of a family and worked in unity. These results confirmed Mayo and Roethlisberger's conclusion that mental attitudes, proper supervision, and informal social relationships experienced in a group were key to productivity and job satisfaction. One of the workers, Teresa Zajic, goes on to say, "We've been best friends since we first got in that room." She also said, "I had no idea there would be so much happening and so many people watching us." Overall, the productivity of the workers improved whenever a change was made. Productivity and output has a critical psychological aspect to it. The experimenters concluded that the plain fact that attention was brought to their work environment is what made their productivity increase, not the physical change in work condition. Implications. In 1966, Roethlisberger and William Dickinson published Counseling in an Organization, which revisited lessons gained from the experiments. Roethlisberger described the Hawthorne effect as the phenomenon in which subjects in behavioral studies change their performance in response to being observed. In Jeffrey Sonfield's notes about the studies, he stated, "Instead of treating the workers as an appendage to the machine, the Hawthorne experiments brought to light ideas concerning motivational influences, job satisfaction, resistance to change, group norms, worker participation, and effective leadership."